acquired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard.
At their own 17-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Slot man motioned over. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Miller. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. At the 20. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Coming left is Miller. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Check go.
Back to throw, needing a first. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Hand off here for Miller. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Let's go.
Running once more with Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Shotgun now on third down. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this return is brought to a halt just across the 10. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. They made it just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority has got to do some damage.
Fielded at the 11. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's contained at the line for no gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. He's on the move. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Juke the defender. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Warren running between the tackles. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set, go.
A give right side to Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. They'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. He's off to the races. Into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play brought that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's going, what a dive! I think he caught it! Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. On the give, it's Miller. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Trying the left side with Warren. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Seattle! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Here's a reverse. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On the move, headed right. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The 49ers at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
From the 19. That finds Miller, complete. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They are now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Track at 60.
Working inside the red zone. Caught by Miller. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Throwing now from the gun. This throw is cupped. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains in this half. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Set.
Back to throw. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. With some trickery here on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the 1st down and even more. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They are throwing it again. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They'll come out, throw. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Got to figure out this third down here. First throw for the backup now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
He'll throw it. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the third. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Makes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this will be his second effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go right back to Garindo. He finds some space again. Along this sideline inside the 25. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throw on third down. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Second and 10 now. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 17.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to the air following the pick six. That's brought in by Miller. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on first down. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready.
They'll try and throw it here. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
They're throwing it. Buys time, rolling right. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So we're through 3 here. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. All right, here we go. Second down.
Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. Check go.
They go left side with Miller. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. An extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Garindo. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now give to Garindo, running left. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Back to throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And his kick is blocked. It's picked up inside the 45. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Garindo again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers holding on to a field goal lead. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. From the gun, Gurindo. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on 2nd and goal.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Trying it left side with Gurindo. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He'll look to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful.
Well, clearly the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes, or simply take him off this field altogether.
Gurindo. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Now a give to Gurindo. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 25.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Now they send their back in motion right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
One final shot here. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So it's a